Ainz summons the Floor Guardians and Pleiades combat maids and shows them the item Total Maniac Modified, which Yuri points out has the power to destroy the world. Upon activation, Shaltir becomes a self-loathing person. Cocytus starts saying perverted things openly, Demiurge starts adding weird, random words to his sentences, and Aura and Mare act more childishly. Ainz states that the item has an effect that makes them open their heart, and agrees with Demiurge's explanation that this is an experiment to show how they act when affected by a mental condition. Ainz orders the Pleiades to help him to watch over the Guardians, who have been affected by the Total Maniac Modified. Narbaral points out that it has no effects on the Pleiades maids for some reason. When Ainz orders them to act casually, he senses that Yuri is still traumatized from last time. He also points out that Sebas was not exposed last time, and nothing happened to him. Lupus Regina states that Sebas's heart may have been in chaos, but he is desperately trying to hold himself together, though the others doubt it. Ainz interviews Shaltir in his room, accompanied by CZ and Albedo. Shaltir and Albedo start bickering. When asked about the reason they are always fighting, Shaltir states that the main reason is about their chest size, since all men think that big breasts are justice. Ainz denies this and states that some people like flat chests too, and stuttered Hinu instead of Hinyu, though the others think that the term is cute. Then Ainz is asked the question, does he like big breasts or small breasts? To avoid any problems, Ainz ends the segment. Ainz interviews Aura, Mare, and Cocytus, accompanied by Entoma. Ainz notes that Aura has not changed much. Cocytus keeps spouting perverted delusions, so Ainz asks him to be silent, which makes him cry. In an attempt to cheer him, Entoma takes out a cockroach, which frightens Cocytus. Mare catches the cockroach and the siblings roast it. Entoma points out that cockroach is more delicious eaten raw, and starts eating. Albedo feels like she was called by Ainz, and Lupus Regina jokes that it is a skill that big-breasted people have, shocking Shaltir. Ainz asks them what they like the most, and Aura, Mare, and Entoma all answers Lord Ainz, but Cocytus almost says breasts, though he corrects his answer before he spouts it out. Ainz interviews Demiurge and Sebas, accompanied by Entoma and Solution. Demiurge still adds random words to his sentences. Sebas tries to restrain himself from acting wildly. He gets the chance to do so when Demiurge says that Ainz asks them to act casually, but Solution states that the Sebas now is his true self, so he has no option but to restrain himself and act like everything is normal. Solution suddenly becomes plump, shocking Sebas and in return, shocking Ainz. Ainz states that Solution took a challenge to eat 10 humans at once, causing her to get fat. Yuri, Lupus Regina, and Narbaral arrive in the treasure room. She states that the Total Maniac Modified is different from the one she saw last time, and claims that it was made by Pandora's actor, because the puppet's face on the item looks exactly like Pandora's real face. Demiurge joins the talk and reveals that the item has no effect on him, and him talking weirdly is just an act. Pandora explains that since making an item that affect personality is hard, he had a prototype that turns someone's personality to simple qualities: sexually open, self-loathing, amplifying childish tendencies. In short, changes into any character. It is revealed that Ainz actually took the prototype, since the prototype and the real item have no differences in shape prior to being used. In Ainz's room, everything becomes chaotic. In order to cure the effect, Pandora takes out the hammer-looking item, Total Calmness, which cancels the effect of Total Maniac Modified. As the leader of the Guardians, Albedo takes charge. Solution and Lupus Regina to confront Shaltir. Entoma and CZ to confront Cocytus, Sebas to confront Aura and Mare, Yuri and Narbaral to guard the door, Demiurge to hit the targets with total calmness. Upon being healed, the affected people forget what happened, and Demiurge lies that the destruction of Ainz's room is caused by Yuri's flying head attack. For safety, Ains hits Demiurge and Albedo with total calmness before deciding to do the same thing to himself. Afterwards, Pandora, in an attempt to get screen time, states that it is just a beginning towards more madness.